UFC knows who's next. I need to get in there. I need to make the welterweight division great again.
He's a clown and going out there, taking him out and carrying on my reign, you know.
Dana made it very clear at the press conference that you, since you won this fight, are next for the title after Leon and Colby fight. Which is more important for you, though, the fight against Colby or against Leon?
I think Leon, because we have unfinished business, and the way that fight went, and the way that, you know, I'm gonna be in your face nonstop, 100%. There's not gonna be no breathing at all for Leon Edwards.
What type of finish? Is it the head kick knockout again? What would be most satisfying for you, Leon?
Something brutal, something brutal. I feel like referees put me off.
I'm showing a different version of myself every fight. My last fight, I showed a lot of boxing. This fight, I showed a lot of kicking. The fight before that, I showed a lot of wrestling. I'm showing you guys that I'm well-rounded everywhere.
Belal, remember the name Muhammad. Thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night on ESPN+.
I'm gonna make him bleed. I'm gonna make him breathe hard. I'm gonna make him look to his corner, and his coach is gonna repeat that same statement. Don't let him bully your son. Bully your son. That's what I'm gonna do to him. I'm gonna bully him.
Did you know that? You can watch all fighting and boxing pay-per-view at no extra cost. On FluxVIX.com, you can access to 1,000 live channels plus the last list. Movies and series at a fraction of the cost of regular services. For more information, go to FluxVIX.com or scan the QR code on the screen.
Подряд больше всех в ростере. Считаешь ли он такой же боец новой суперволны, как и ты?
Кому как считать, я думаю, достойный парень. Выиграл, если 15 тысяч, непростой парень. Как сказать, достойный.
То есть он достоин того же хайпа, что и у тебя?
Хайп, не знаю, но я работаю, все понимают мой уровень, понимают Shavkat уровень. По мне никто не попал. 4 боя. По Shavkat попали в бою?
Ну, да.
Только попали в одном бою.
Считаю.
Ну да, по мне попадали, ни одного удара не попали по UFC. Поэтому понятно уровень там, можно сказать.
Not a bad bet.
Yeah, not a bad.
I like
solid
that.
bet.
I like that Chinese-looking Russian Shavkat.
Oh, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Ooh, my mother.
He's the most under the radar guy ever. He's the most under the radar guy ever because everybody's avoiding him, and he doesn't have a big name yet, but he should.
Dude, he will.
Wonder Boy's like, no thanks.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, that guy's scary.
Yeah. He's a solid wrestler and a solid striker too. He's got a wicked spinning back kick.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's throwing all sorts of
All those Dagestan guys can do everything, man. It's so
Is
wild.
he from Dagestan?
Oh, no, he's not. No,
he
he's
did have
not.
a big...
no, my fault. No, he's not. He's from another country.
Well, it's like
another
Chechnya,
one of those,
Dagestan, Russia.
Turkmenistan.
It's
Is that one of them?
И там вот журналисты меня спрашивали насчет уровня ММА в Казахстане. Я им говорю, что нужно проводить больше турниров, больше соревнований, и у вас через 5-6 лет будут свои бойцы, будут топовые бойцы. Вот сейчас мы находимся здесь, прошло 5-6 лет, и вот сейчас у вас в UFC есть, я не знаю, там 7 или 8 бойцов, из них пару бойцов у вас ходят в топ-15, очень хорошо выступают, есть даже претенденты, вот здесь Shavkat сидит. И
It sounds like they want Hamzat at a catchweight
versus the
Shavkat.
No,
dude, that'd be such a
Hamzat's
sick
saying
fight.
no one will fight him, and I believe. I mean, I believe him.
I wouldn't want to fucking fight him, but dude, Shavkat versus Hamzat would be a sick ass fight. Have you watched Shavkat fight much?
I think is he 1-0 in UFC?
No.
Or no, he's a bunch of.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
He went like under the radar, super though.
But he is a
right?
scary dude.
I feel like I've only watched one of his fights.
Shavkat was one of the guys that they wanted to put me out there with. And I'm like, guys, I've had 2 grapplers just hold me down the entire time, and the fans weren't happy with it. The fans weren't happy. You guys, the UFC wasn't happy with the fight. They thought it was boring. So I was like, guys, give me a striker. Put somebody in front of me so that way, we can go out there and have some fun and put on a show. Anybody on the couch can say, oh, he's open there, he's open there, he's open here, until you step in front of him. I'm the same way, right? Whenever everybody's like, oh, man, just do the leg kick or, hit him with this, hit him with that. But until you're out there and you feel the style, it's different. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I saw that were out there, but I knew it was going to be very difficult against that, to be able to land against somebody like Shavkat. So the thing is with him, he evolves, this guy. Like Rory McDonald, for instance, whenever he was in the game at the top of the game for a long period of time, anytime you see this guy fight, he changes. Like he gets better. And man, he just went leaps and bounds after that last fight.
When you have a guy like Rakhmonov that makes absolutely no claim, and so people start saying it for him, they say, what a great wrestler he is out of Kakistan. They start talking about how good his strikes are. Start talking about his submission game. And eventually they're going to read you his record, which right now is 17-0, all finishes. 5 minutes ago, prior to me turning the camera on and making you this piece, it was 16-0, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions. But you start to wonder just how good is this guy? Man, what's he going to do when there's adversity? Who are these guys that he was beating? And was it momentum? Was there some luck? I try to avoid that specific word, but I've watched the sport long enough to see guys that get in there and it's just like time after time, something happens. They win all of their fights. They win them in the very first minute. One guy even picked a guy up and put him down, and the opponent hit his head on the octagon, on a metal piece of octagon, and knocked him out. I'm like, this dude just got on a roll. I can't remember who this was, but he just got on this roll where everything was going his way. So you just have to ask yourself, is that what's going on with Rakhmonov? Why am I seeing something so special, but he's not telling me it? I don't know if I've ever seen a special talent before that I identified before it was identified for me by the guy.
Did you know that? You can watch all fighting and boxing pay-per-view at no extra cost. On FluxVIX.com, you can access to 1,000 live channels plus The Last of Us. Movies and series at a fraction of the cost of regular services. For more information, go to FluxVIX.com or scan the QR code on the screen.